in 5 words.
Defense Department gets a makeover. Joey, Defense Secretary and former Fox News bad boy, Pete Hegseth, has ordered a comprehensive review of U.S. military standards, focusing on physical fitness, body composition, and grooming, including policies on beards. What say you, young man? Isn't it weird that we're talking about Pete Hegseth?
Yeah, I just need everybody to know I can do more pull-ups than him. They really need, and I have more tattoos. I just no. I think I gave him this idea. I'm pretty sure. So like this is the way it should be. The idea is you bring the bar up here and you see who can meet it. Mm-hmm. He said in the statement, we're looking for quality, not quota.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely true. The Marine Corps, my Marine Corps recruiter was this guy, Staff Sergeant Diaz. He was like tall, he had tattoos, he was real just like, and now they're like named Pat, and you got to guess.
Yeah.
So he's going to fix that. He's bringing it back.
Yeah, no, it's true. Kennedy, the bottom line is I shouldn't be able to qualify for the military.
But you're so strong and luscious, they can't help themselves.
That is true. That is true. They see me walk into the recruitment office and they join my army. But under Biden, I probably could have walked in. I could have identified as 20 years younger, And I think, but whatever burden that okay, so when they lower the standards, that places a burden on everybody else.
Yeah.
So
if you are going to be in the Army or the Marines, then you have to be a soldier or a Marine. If you're going to be in a punk rock band, then you can have beards and facial piercings and paint your nails. But they were lowering the standards, so it's great big fat people with all sorts of on their face. They were like, yeah, sure, come on board. So I did a little bit of research, what were the standards for the wars we actually won? So in the Civil War, you could have a beard if your commanding officer said it was okay. They didn't have money for scissors and razors and things like that, so beards were acceptable. World War I, that went away because you had to be able to put a gas mask on. Oh. So that's when your hair had to be really short because they could not afford to be spreading lice in the trenches.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This is what happens when someone does research.
That was good.
But no, so
what was that like? What was that like when you did research? Was it exciting? Tell me more about this research.
Well, I was just I was fixated on the beards because I have a personal, very deep obsession with Ulysses S. Grant.
Me too.
He was the greatest general next to Washington in our nation's history.
I did my whole presidential report on him in 4th grade.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Wow.
You know why I liked him? Because he was the main character in Wild Wild West.
As a young man who grew up in Georgia, we didn't do a lot of research on Grant.
Tyrus, you have a beard.
Yep.
Do you now that you hear this reason? I never knew that reason. Does it make sense to you?
No, it makes perfect sense. Well done, Kennedy.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was
on another note, to do research is racist. Just I will not. I will not be crossing that line, sir.
It's a tool. But a tool of the white man.
No, it is. And speaking of white man, you can't much get whiter than Pete, who I love to death, and I think you should set the bar hard. There was the time it was a few good men. There was not everyone got to make it because you had to be your best and brightest, and you had to work. And I can remember my path was football, but a lot of my buddies that were on the football team that were getting the list. They were training harder to get ready to go just to do their warm-up stuff before they go because they want to hit the ground running. So they had 12-week programs to get ready to hopefully make the cut.
Yeah.
And you would always see a guy who wasn't doing the jogging, who wasn't doing the exercises, wasn't meeting the little groups, then they would go, and that guy wouldn't get to go. And so he'd have to wait another 4 months, and guess what? He was doing everything he needed to do. So we need to get back to that because those are the guys you want. They're going to take the extra step on the battlefield. And you don't want, and here's another thing, there's another reason why you shave the head and you shave the beards. It's real hard for an enemy to figure out a guy, the guy with the beard, shoot him. Now they all look the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even if there's different colors, they're all different colors of jacked guys coming at you. So it's good for everyone, and you are being molded.
Yeah.
You're not the finished product till you walk out. So you've done your service, then grow your hair out and do whatever, but you're being molded. So you start as nothing to become something, and that's a good thing.
Did you want to pipe in?
Yeah, well, The whole point of it now, because I mean, lice might still be a problem in the Marine Corps. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of things, but the whole point of it now is you don't have individuality. You don't matter.
Right.
That's okay. You got to be okay being just one of the little green toy soldiers that gets flicked off the board.
Yeah, since when did
You got to be okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. Michelle, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is a lot like sports used to be, and John Wooden used to make sure that all of his team, that Bill Walton couldn't have a beard until much later, and yada yada. But I wish we would raise the standards in other departments.
Yes.
Like, could we raise the standards at schools?
Yes.
Police. I mean, we can have continually in this country lowered the bar to be inclusive, to make sure everybody feels accomplished or involved, instead of saying, you know what, you can still be accomplished and still be involved, but we're going to put the bar here and then we're going to put it here and see who can be the best at it and the most accomplished. And those are the people that should excel and should reach the top. Hey, you have ranks, right? Not everybody gets to grow up and be a colonel. Not everyone gets. You set bars and always set them higher.
You're obviously in the sports world. Do they allow beards in the WNBA?
Well, I'm questioning why someone gets married for financial gain is rude, Greg.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.